Today we have an exciting engine battle, Stockfish vs Dragon. Stockfish is famous for its pinpoint accuracy, while Dragon is known for its aggressive creative style. In this game, Stockfish begins with pawn to d4, queen spawn opening, and Dragon replied pawn to d5, then pawn to c4, knight to f6 and knight to f3. Stockfish pushed his both pawns, supporting with knight, and then pawn to c6. Dragon didn't want to take this pawn, instead he supported. Then Stockfish plays pawn to g3, so that it can make his bishop out. Pawn takes pawn, bishop developed, and then pawn to g6. Same idea. Kingside castle, bishop g7 and then pawn to a4. Then Dragon brings out his queen. Knight to a3, attacking this pawn. So queen goes back, supporting it, and then rook to e1. Stockfish is very patiently developing his each pieces. Then bishop f5. Dragon is making Stockfish confused. That guess, will I castle queen side or king side? If it will attack this side, then I will castle king side. But if it attack this side, then I will castle queen side. Knight to h4, targeting this bishop. Bishop goes back. Here Stockfish started attacking on center with pawn to e4. Then black did kingside castle. Dragon castle kingside. Now Stockfish can easily attack kingside. So Stockfish plays bishop to d2. Dragon brings his rook on open file. Knight comes back, supporting the pawn. And then queen to b6. Double attack. So pawn to a5. Now queen can't take this pawn, otherwise knight will take it. Also it can't take it with rook. Also it can't take with rook, otherwise pawn take queen. So Dragon brings his queen back on c7 square. Pawn to f4. I told you Stockfish started attacking on queen side. Bishop comes on g4 square, targeting this queen. So queen c1. Dragon developed his second knight, bishop c3 and then bishop d7. Stockfish played rook to f1 here. It is keep pushing his pawn, supporting with rook. Then came pawn to e6. Knight on e3 attacking this pawn and also covering these squares. Then pawn to b5. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Now both rooks are on open file. Pawn to g4. Can you see? Stockfish just pushing his every pawn on opponent king side. Stockfish played rook to e8 here. But then drunk Stockfish plays pawn to e5, attacking the knight. Also this move blocked the queen attack. Knight goes on d4 square. Knight takes, pawn takes. And again, white pushed it another pawn. Black can take this with this pawn or this pawn, but Dragon said no thanks. He played pawn to b5. And guess what? He again pushed his pawn. Bishop goes back. Can you see this pawn structure? And here, Stockfish sacrificed his knight. Pawn takes back and boom, queen entered the game. Knight to c5, giving the rook trade offer. But Stockfish plays rook to e1 here. Knight to d3, targeting the rook. So rook on e3 square. Knight takes pawn. Now Stockfish can take this knight, but he plays queen to h4. Knight takes another pawn. And again it can take this with rook. But it played rook to h3 here. Then Dragon played knight to h6 here, blocking the checkmate threat. But then Stockfish plays bishop to d2. Black pushed his pawn. And here Dragon resigned. Because bishop takes. If you take it back, then it will be checkmate. But if you didn't take, Stockfish is still winning. Because Dragon pieces are still blocked by his own pawns. So that's why Dragon resigned. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will meet in next one. Bye.